as they hot. One of the off-season's election was held over the weekend, the Ekiti State gubernatorial election. And this is more or less like a litmus test for INEC, more or less like a mock exam to see how 2027 election will look like. Among other things that happened, there were some positive aspects of the election, like what was reported by the Yaga Africa that observed the election. They said even before 7 or by 7 a.m. in the morning, over 70% of the electoral materials were already deployed to the polling units. And by 8:30, over 99% of the electoral materials were already at the polling unit, which is actually a plus. It is a good thing. That means the logistic aspect was very good compared to the previous elections, as we have always seen in Nigeria. But there are some things that happened in that election that we must talk about. And Nigeria must rise up now to see to it that these things are, you know, raised and addressed. In that election, we saw that there are some areas that slips were used instead of the PVC. And the amended electoral law did not make provision for the usage of slips. But in that election, slips were used. No explanation from INEC yet to know why they used those slips instead of the PVC. In that last election, we saw a lot of things that happened. Vote buying, it was in full glare. And you know the consequence of this? When these people spend this much for election, you know what they will do? Immediately they assume office. They have to recoup what they have spent, what their godfathers have spent, what their allies have spent. Instead of giving the people the dividend of democracy, they will first of all recoup what they have spent. The little that is left is what they will use for the people. That is the consequence. And you see, even while the EFCC were present, they disregarded this. We saw a video of a lady. Please take a watch.
APC for life, APC for life. 15 pa, 1 vote. 15 pa, say they want me. APC for what? For life.
You see, we are talking on how we can rebuild Nigeria, but it is obvious that Nigerians, a lot of us, we are not even ready. We are not ready. Look at this young lady. For 15,000 naira, she sold her vote to APC. And she's singing the praises of APC. For what? Because of 15,000 naira she was given. And she is so bold to even display it on camera and dancing, singing about it. That is what we see in Nigeria. That is how these people have impoverished the people. But even Nigerians, we don't even want to help ourselves. Tell me, what will 15,000 naira do for you? You sell your vote for 15,000 naira. If you fall sick today, even transport to go to the hospital will be more than that amount. Not to talk of you being admitted. You see, we are praying every day that we should have a good and a new Nigeria, that youth should stand up, the people of Nigeria should stand up to fight this thing so that we can put people who can be held accountable. Tell me, you that have received 15,000 naira, how can you come tomorrow to complain about bad governance? How can you? We saw in the campaign a day before the election, we saw a van of the APC. Take a look.
tó ti wo platform ọlá. Hello, sir.
What did you see? They are sharing bread. So they have so much impoverished the people because they know it. I told us they have imbibed this Machiavellian principle in politics. They will impoverish the people so that when they give them peanuts, the people will worship them. They are now buying the people just for bread, a loaf of bread, using it to entice the people so as to vote for them, so as to get their vote for a loaf of bread. That is how bad it has become in Nigeria. See, we are trying to say, let us disregard. Definitely, they will come to you to buy you over. Let us resist this thing. Let us fix Nigeria. We should fix this country. We must fix this country. In broad daylight, we saw APC stewards are sharing PVCs to people to go and vote. Take a watch. This is what we see. Sharing PVC to go and vote, to go and cast their vote. These PVCs did not belong to them. But that is what we are seeing. And this is the kind of election INEC just conducted. INEC is telling us this is just a litmus test. They are testing the waters. If we allow this to fly, the bigger one is coming in 2027. They will do worse then. Nigerians must rise up to resist every bit of these irregularities. Vote buying and all the rest. We must resist them. We must resist it. For how much? For a loaf of bread? For 15,000 naira? We saw some 10,000 naira? No. We cannot continue like this. Please, let us stand up. Defend your vote. Vote your conscience. Don't allow yourself to be induced by anything, either money or any envelope. You shouldn't be induced by this. We must make Nigeria great again. We must fix the electoral system. Please, let us come together to build a community of like minds. Comment on this post. Let me hear your opinion. What is your take on this with what is going on? Share this video. Comment. Subscribe so that another person can see this and